welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom. Today I'm really going to do something really different today. My son is a hunter, a deer hunter, and he has brought me some of this wild game venison meat. So I'm going to make a meatloaf, and what I'm going to do is I'm using his deer meat that he has brought me. We're going to use onions, sweet Baby Ray barbecue sauce. We are going to use stovetop dressing and eggs and water. And so let's get started. Okay, we're going to use 2 cups of stovetop dressing, a cup of water. We're going to use 1/4 cup to start off with of Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. We're going to use an onion and my 2 eggs. So we're going to get everything together before I open up the deer meat. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just get my onion chopped up right quick. Doesn't take much when you're using a grater to chop up an onion. The only thing with using a grater, it does make it fine, but it sure doesn't take long, and you don't have the big pieces of onion in it. As good as I love onions, but I still like my onions in my food a little chopped up a little bit. You can chop it if you'd rather chop it. So I'm going to get this grated up right quick. It did not say what size onion for you to use. It just said onion, so I guess it's whatever you think you would prefer. I'm going to do just a little bit more. And we're going to get our 2 eggs over here ready. We'll try to have everything ready to when I put the venison in a bowl. I'm going to try to have everything else ready to go. I'm going to beat up my eggs just a little bit so they'll blend in pretty good. So since we are using almost the same thing as hamburger, and you know some people do add hamburger to this, but this recipe sure didn't call for any, so we're going to give it a try. And when I take it out of the oven, if it's not what I think it's going to be, I'll let you know. So let's get this cut open. This is just, when my son kills a deer, he takes it to a processing plant, and they actually process it. They grate it and process it. So we're just going to squish this together a little bit. It says to put all ingredients in there together. So that's what we're going to do. We add in the 2 eggs. I'm going to mix it a little bit as I go. It did not say to do that. It just said to put all ingredients in a bowl. This is the stovetop dressing. A cup of water. You know, so many people say that your deer meat has got so much liquid in it. And we're going to add 1/4 cup of Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And I have got my oven set for 375. And we're going to use another 1/4 of barbecue sauce at the end. But right now, we are going to just mix this up real good, and we're going to make it into like a loaf. And it did say to use a larger loaf Pyrex dish, simply because the liquid will have some liquid in it, but we shall see how this works. Ooh, looks just like a meatloaf, see? And again, that's a pound of venison deer meat, 1/4 cup of Baby Ray barbecue sauce, 2 cups of stovetop dressing, a cup of water, 2 eggs, and an onion. And I'm going to put it in the pan to make a loaf out of it. Okay, I did spray my dish with Pam so it wouldn't stick quite as bad. And you sort of make it into a loaf, and all you have to do there is just roll it around in your bowl a little bit, and it'll come together as a loaf. Let's get it in the pan and make it into a pretty loaf. Let's make it. This is Around the House with Kay and Tom. I do hope you will subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all your comments. Well, most of the comments. I think since I've been doing this, I've got 2 that wasn't the best, but I mean, it wasn't real bad. It's just someone saying that they could make it better, so, and everybody each his own, so they may can. Alright, now that I've got this all together, and it says to take, let me get this glove off right quick. It says to take another 1/4 cup of Baby Ray's. Good thing I got some more, because I think I'm going to just about use every bit of this in this bottle. And spread it on the top. So we will spread it on the top, and we will put it in the oven. I do like Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Even though I'm from North Carolina, I really do like it. I usually would always cook with just a vinegar-based sauce for anything with barbecue, but this is really good. All right, and we're going to put it in the oven, and we're going to let it cook until the temperature on the inside is 160. It said it would take probably 50 minutes to cook it. 50. I'm not sure, but we will test it in just a little bit. But you know what? It actually looks like a meatloaf. So, let's get started with the cooking. And we may have meatloaf and cream potatoes for dinner tonight. While the meatloaf is cooking, I am going to take Lysol. I've washed up all of the dishes, and we're going to really spray down the counter, because not only is this meat, but it also is wild meat. So I definitely want everything off of my counter, which you should do this every time you cook, but just make sure anytime you do chicken or any kind of meat that you wipe down everything so it will be sanitized and ready to go for the next time. And again, I always use just Lysol spray. Every now and then I do my sink with Clorox, but today we're just doing the countertop. Okay, we'll be back in just a few moments. Don't forget, Around the House with Kay and Tom. Well, I've just taken it out of the oven, and it's 165. It said to cook it to 160, and I really forgot it. So, but this is what it looks like. So we're going to cut into it and just see what we have. Well, that corner right there is a little, there it went. Just, I wasn't, maybe my knife, I haven't got the right knife, I don't think. Let's see. Well, I am not picking this up very well. Let me see if I can do better. Let's just see what this is like. There we go. I cut that knife didn't want to cut. So, there is a slice of venison meatloaf, and we're going to try it just as soon as it cools a little bit, and I will let you know how it tastes. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is venison meatloaf, and I am really surprised how good it tasted. I don't know what I really expected, but it has a good flavor. I would, if I was going to do anything, I might put a little bit more barbecue sauce on top, like I just did. But other than that, it's not dried out. It has a really good flavor. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. I hope you subscribe to my channel and come back to see us again, and we'll try something else different. Have a good day.